coming up today, I review Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls 2. Hey guys, it's Flea from Flea Reads. Now, you might remember, this time last year when I did a review of the book called Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, that book was the highest funded crowdfunding project in history, so you know it's going to be good. Now, I'm very excited to be able to review a sneak peek of Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls number 2. Because I crowdfunded, I donated some money to the Kickstarter campaign for number 2. I got an early copy of the book, so I'm very excited about that. So thank you very much, Dad, for helping me with that. So, this book, what's it about? It's basically a bunch of goodnight stories, although it doesn't have to be read at night. Older children can read it by themselves, or you can read it to like young children, and then, you know, you can just read it any time, really. Don't have to read it at night. But basically, what I think is cool is that every single story, it has a different picture of the person in it. But then each one is made by a different artist, so they're in very different styles. I really like some of the art styles. I've been learning about a person called Corrie ten Boom in history, and she was in there. And also, Beyonce and Madonna are in there, so you know it's going to be inspirational. So the authors are two women, and they felt that there weren't enough stories in the world that showed girls as heroes. So they decided to create a book of all the inspirational women in the world. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. But the thing is...
I'm not in it.
I'm not in it, which is... I think it's a bit sad.
Volume
really.
3, Kickstarter campaign, right there.
Yeah. You could just make an extra blank page and I can just do it myself. It'll be fine. Anyway, actually that might be a good idea. Make a blank page in the back and then you can put a picture of yourself and then you can write a story about what you did at
Or your own favourite.
Or you can write about your own favourite person. That'd be very cool. You should hire me. You should pay me. But you know, in the meantime, the book is filled with inspirational women, but the cool thing is they're inspirational in a lot of different ways. So some of them are musicians, some of them are scientists, some of them are doctors, some of them are mathematicians, or anything, just activists, whatever. So some of my favourites are probably, if I show you, if I find it, go in the contents page. Some of my favourites, probably Beyonce, singer, songwriter and businesswoman, icon. Then probably Alice Ball, the chemist. I thought this one was very cool. She invented the cure for leprosy, and actually she didn't get any credit for it for a while until she was finally recognised. And every 4th year, on one day, they celebrate Alice Ball. So that's very cool in Hawaii. And my last favourite will probably be... yeah, here we go. Okay, so my other favourite, my final favourite is probably Corrie ten Boom. We were learning about her in history, and she was a watchmaker who started, during the Holocaust, she started hiding Jews in her house, and she saved something like 500 Jews from being kidnapped and taken away. So she was very inspirational, and she eventually ended up in prison, but she got freed from a concentration camp after a mix-up of papers. So and then she never forgot her faith. She was very driven by her Catholic religion, and she helped so many people, and she even forgave everyone she met, and she never lost sight of her faith. And she's very inspirational. I really like this one. It's a very good story. So I think this book is very cool in especially 2 different ways, because number 1, it's full of really cool stories, and number 2, it's very inspirational, and I definitely agree with the authors that there should be more stories that paint women and girls in a good light, like they are heroes and stuff, and it shows that you can broaden your horizons and stuff. Broaden? Is broaden a word?
No, I think you confused widen and broaden.
Oh, broaden. Right. Okay, so broaden your horizons and show that you could be a chemist, a philanthropist, a doctor, or whatever. A singer, songwriter, businesswoman, Beyonce. You can be Beyonce. You can travel to New York if you want to be Beyonce with only, Madonna. Madonna travelled to New York with only $35 in her pocket, and she became one of the biggest icons. It's fabulous. Thank you very much to my dad again for supporting the Kickstarter. Make sure you comment down below if you do have this book, or if you had the first one, or any opinions, or if you have any books that you want me to review. I'll leave the link in the description for the Kickstarter. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye! I'm kind of busy. Can you just subscribe? Maybe watch that video.